plant people? So for today's video, I am going to be going over some plants that I am currently killing. You're not going to be able to keep alive every single plant that you get. It's just a fact. I've never met anyone that is in the plant community that hasn't killed a plant before, and it's actually important to kill plants in a way so that you can learn how to take care of them different in the future, and you can even learn from that specific plant when taking care of your other plants. This is Dr. Pepper, by the way. It's not wine. If you hear any background noise, it's my cats trying to get in the cabinets, so I apologize. As I was walking around my house, I noticed that I have a lot more dying plants than I realized. The reason why I have so many dying plants is because I have traveled so much and they have been inside, outside, inside, outside. Because of that, they aren't doing that well. Their conditions just kept changing quite frequently. So I'll just start from the best looking to the not so good looking. So the first plant is this variegated maranta, and it still has some variegation on a couple of the leaves. It's really pretty. But, oh my god, there's a mushroom! I just noticed. This guy I had outside for a little bit, and it did not like that at all. And a bunch of the leaves crisped and stuff. And then also, I didn't water my plants for a hot minute because a lot was going on. And this was one of the plants that did not appreciate that too much, but it's still alive, it's still fine, it's going to be okay. I mean, there's a mushroom in the soil, that's a good sign. So the next plant is this berry syngonium, and I've had this since I was in Florida actually. And this plant has gone through a lot. I mean, a lot. It has been dropped a couple of different times. Whenever I was traveling from Colorado to Mississippi, Holly stepped on a bunch of my plants, and this was one of them. So it's been through a lot. It wasn't in bright light for literally about a month and a half. And because of that, it has a bunch of little immature leaves. But I've been keeping it in an area that has a lot more light reaching it and watering it along with all my other plants, keeping a good eye on it, and I think that it's going to be okay. It's just a little immature right now. Speaking of plants that Holly destroyed, this was one of them. She stepped all over it and all of the leaves broke and died. And then I had it outside and all of these baby leaves popped back up. And then when I went to go hang it in my sunroom area that we're in, it fell. And it fell on the plant, and now all of the leaves are really droopy and not happy, which is so upsetting because this plant is actually pretty easy. It's a silver ripple peperomia, and I know it's going to grow leaves back. I mean, honestly, I should just cut all of the dying leaves back, just prune it, and it will produce more. But I'm just so sad because it already got damaged one time from my dog, and then it happened again, and I just feel so bad for it. It's 2 accidents in one summer. All right, so now we're getting to some of the not really good looking plants. So this is my black knight philodendron, and I had it outside for about 2 or 3 weeks on a porch, and it absolutely loved it. It made 2 or 3 leaves, and then I moved it inside and it wasn't super happy. It was still making a new leaf, but all of the leaves started kind of drooping and stuff because it just wasn't getting that light and humidity that it likes. So I put it on my porch, and now something really weird is happening to the leaves. There's this white powder all over it. I'm definitely thinking it is a fungus of some sort or something like that. When I get done with this video, I plan on actually cutting these leaves off. I just wanted to be able to show it. Yeah, this plant is not doing the best. I feel so weird like talking about all of my dying plants, but I mean, it's a thing that happens. But to be honest, I have actually another plant outside that's not doing that well. Actually, there's 2 or 3 of them. But anyways, this one right here is actually a cutting that I have. I cut up all of my rhaptophora tetrasperma, and I cut this along with 2 other cuttings, and it came off of this plant right here that is actually making a new leaf. The other 2 cuttings rooted, and I actually have them potted up in soil for my Etsy shop. And this one did not make any roots at all. And it actually has these little like white specks on it, but it's not alive. It's not alive, and I'm not sure if it's like a mold or a fungus or what, but this cutting has just not produced any roots at all, like not at all. And then it's the only one that has had these like little white things on them. So I don't know like really what is wrong with it. I was just gonna keep it in this jar a little bit longer to see if something happened. If it doesn't, then I'm going to take it out and put it in some sphagnum moss. And then if it doesn't do anything, then I'm gonna throw it away. But I don't know, I have a feeling that it's like sick, like something's wrong with it. And then my last plant. This one is not even alive at all, I'm just warning you. This was my lemon lime maranta, and that makes me very, very, very sad that it died. Because it was honestly such a good looking plant. I got it when I was in Florida. Starting when I moved to Colorado, the conditions aren't as humid, so it kind of started like slowing down growth at that point. When I moved back to Mississippi, it was outside. It didn't like being outside. All of my plants were outside for like a hot minute because I was staying at a house that other people were in, and I couldn't have all of my plants inside. There was like tons of animals and stuff, so they all had to be outside, and this plant didn't like it at all, and there was about 3 or 4 leaves on it. I brought it inside when I like moved into the house. It just from that point on just started not doing good, and then eventually it all died. Today is just a chill day, so I figured I could just do a sit down video talking about some of my current plants and their conditions that they're in. This is a part 2, so if you want to check out a part 1, I will link it down in the description below. If you want to, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you are having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. These dang cats and dogs making so much ruckus in my home.